Stop meddling where...
First step is the hardest.
Kachuki! We are training to fight Gake. You think they will hesitate?
They won't need to if we keep killing each other for them. It's stupid. Orphe...
Silence! It seems your childish prattling is attracting an audience. You fight again. This time, daggers only. And to the death, as instructed. Who wants to challenge this sniveling Istark? I suppose your inane spewings have distracted enough from my lesson. Go wet the swords. I want them sharp enough to peel a Gake's eyeball just by looking at them. I hope you prove as weak as this should we meet on the battlefield, Istik. You are well on your way to being Gake food. Do better!
That was amazing. I've never seen someone talk the Savage down from a rage like that. He's always telling us how we have to be ruthless, that death is the only mercy we deliver. But you showed compassion and kindness. You're just like... Never mind. I speak of Orpheus, the true prince. He's so strong and wise, and he rides a comet. A comet! We're forbidden to talk about him. They say Vlaakith knows if you even think his name. I found his book. Part of it, anyway. I read it all the time. He's unbelievable. A group of warriors came, outsiders, on a mission for Vlaakith herself. Savage Kethk made us clean their armor, and I found it inside one of the breastplates. Wish I knew who it belonged to. I have so many questions. Hopefully, one day I'll find them. You want... but I... Fine. Take it. It's so stupid we can't read it. It's just a story. It's not even true. I'll do my best to forget what it said. Thank you for taking it.
Would have smeared you across the floor by now. Strike hard! Slice flesh! No hesitation!
Unless you want to be set up as target practice, I suggest you leave, Istik.
Will.
Think the Kithrak will cheer up when we... Now Istik wander our halls at their leisure. Captain Therizin will be even more irate than usual.
Please, Chitrai, I can explain. The latest batch of cultists knew nothing of the Astral Prism. They were just trying to find Moonrise. They all head there. My Gish have drafted plans to assault the tower. They are ready to fight, Chitrai. We could sift the missing artifact from the tower's ashes if you would give us...
Quiet. Find the astral prism, Therazin. My patience falters.
Yes, Chitrai. You heard him! Go!
Do as she says. She remains your Kithrak. For now.
This is not a public forum. An Istik in my creche. You are one of the mercenaries sent to bring the weapon.
Don't tell her anything.
The Inquisitor? On what grounds? We have all the proof we need, and it has not moved his resolve. We know infected flock to Moonrise Towers. I reported the gathering masses back to Tunarath. In response, they sent an Inquisitor. Instead of ordering an assault, we were told to join in this mad hunt for an ancient relic. Meanwhile, illithid sickness spreads right in front of us. I do not know. This hunt is the Inquisitor's folly, not mine. It is small, angular, metal, adorned with Tirsu script, stolen by true soul heretics.
You sense Shadowheart's worry. This weapon sounds like the artifact you carry.
What was that look? You know something. Do you have it? Then stop wasting my time, Istik! You are one of the mercenaries we engaged, are you not? I have business to attend to. Return with the weapon, or do not return at all.
Can't risk being in open view. Nice. Looking ahead.
Who would be... Oh, it is you.
Istark! I will not have you...
Quiet, Therazin. I wish to speak with this one.
As you wish, Chitrai.
Make haste. We have business to conduct.
This place is even more foreboding than the rest of the creche.
You said it.
I don't suppose this Inquisitor will have plain answers for us.
It's never been that simple before. I don't know why it would be now.
esteemed guest. Please approach. We have much to discuss.
No one stopped me yet.
Interesting. My Ardents reported that an Istik survived the crashed Geik slave vessel. You have accomplished much since. I'm pleased to finally meet you. I heard there is so much goblin blood on your hands that it soaks their children's nightmares. To business. I suspect you plucked something precious from the Geik ship. Something that belongs to us. The weapon. Give it to me.
Don't do it. The weapon is how I protect you.
Indeed. And what does it protect you from? You really have no idea what it is, do you? But you are not wrong to observe that you need protection. Once the Grand Design comes into effect and the Illithid Empire is restored, all life will be over as you know it. We took an interest in you when you became involved with this absolute cult. A pestilence of infected slaves, the first symptom of the Grand Design in action. But you are lucky. That weapon you carry is the solution. I have heard it from Queen Vlaakith herself. Hand it over. The Grand Design is what all Geik seek. The restoration of the Illithid Empire, which spanned the entirety of the multiverse. For centuries, their elder brains sought to bring back their dominion. Every plot they hatched, we stopped. But now they are close to succeeding. Never before could they pause ceremorphosis. Never before could they let the infections spread undetected. You saw the thralls gathered on the Gake ship. Imagine that everywhere. Wants, needs, choice, all would cease to be. Everything rendered unto the Gake. So, the weapon. Please.
Don't give it to him.
Then your illustrious adventure ends here. Hitasif! Crush Yillik! With me!
Go on.
Impressive resist. Your life is over. Shema Salah Blakith.
Easy. It's hot in here. Got it. My little trick.
Inquisitor Wargas was potent. We are impressed. You are permitted to look upon me. You are invited to kneel. Who am I? I am Vlakith, undying queen of the noble Githyanki. God Regent of the Six Arms of Tunarath. And you... You bear that which is ours. But are you friend, or are you thief? At least you brought it back. It is a start. We will test you to assess whether you deserve reward or punishment. The astral prison. It is corrupted. There is someone inside. Their mind is warped, broken, a blight. They are an agent of the Grand Design, sent to sabotage the astral prison. Our last defense against the return of the Illithid Empire. As long as they live, the prison is compromised. Find the one inside and kill them. Be aware. They are not alone, and they will appeal to your trust. They are not to be believed. You must accept, refuse, and know my fury. being lied to. I will be obeyed. You wish to see godhood. I wish you to end.
This place is even more foreboding than the rest of the creche.
You said it.
I don't suppose this Inquisitor will have plain answers for us.
It's never been that simple before. I don't know why it would be now.
You have to the weapon.
Don't do it. The weapon is...
The weapon. Now. Is that so? A fool give me...
Don't give it to him.
Then you're Crash, Yillik, with me, to the death.
Smell blood.
Oh, yeah. No surrender. Quiet as silence.
Massive resistance, but futile.
Let my enemies fall.
Fuck yes. Handy.
In Belial's name! Your life is over! Shema Salam Lakim!
Put 'em up. Jimmy on the go. One, two. Go time. Got it.
I'm ready.
those. You are permitted to look. And you bear that which is our. We will. The as. There is some. They are. As long. Fine. You must accept. Refuse. And know my fury. You are be. I will be open. Use the plane. You are permitted to look upon. And you bear that which we will. There they are. You must accept. You are. I will be. Oh, is that so? Use this to enter the prism or deny. The choice is yours. But know this. My wrath is carried with each of my faithful. It will find you.
Awake and alert.
My faith protects me.
Don't be shy.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Attention! Let's see.
Let's get on with it.
Let's get going.
Lathander blesses the rising, bountiful sun. The statue starts to rotate. but its rusty
turn like
mechanism jams stuck.
It's stuck.
Lathander bids the setting sun a fond farewell. The statue starts to rotate, but its rusty mechanism jams stuck.
No time to dally.
The statue starts to rotate, but its rusty mechanism jams stuck. The statue starts to rotate, but its rusty mechanism jams stuck. The statue starts to rotate, but its rusty mechanism jams stuck.
I've got a long road ahead.
The statue starts to rotate, but its rusty mechanism jams.
Inquisitor Wawugas was potent. We are impressed. You are permitted to look upon me. You are invited to kneel. You bear that. You must accept. I will be is you, but no.
No one stopped me yet. Better than nothing.
The statue starts to rotate, but its rusty mechanism jams stuck. The statue starts to rotate, but its rusty mechanism jams stuck.
What's behind the secret door?
Let's move. Can't afford to stay idle. Can't give up now.
Don't do it.
Heat pulses out of the astral prison as it begins to flower. Your mind burns hot with excitement. The concentration of psionic force is small but unmistakable. This must be a pocket of the astral plane.
It's quite beautiful. No dangerous things often are.
Colm will ever believe this.
Don't burn yourself.
No, never mind.
Defender of the people.
Time to rest.
So you came, in spite of all my warnings. Disappointing. Come. We will talk in private. Just the two of us. Suit yourself. But only the leader of your group is coming in. I will not allow anyone else.
Go on. I'll keep watch here.
may have made a mistake trusting you. I told you to stay away from the Githyanki. But you just couldn't help yourself. Could you? You are a worthy ally. I told you I stole the artifact from someone. Well, I stole it from Vlaakith. Since then, she has become desperate. Vlaakith wants me dead because I know her secret. It is a secret so great that if her people ever found out, that would be the end of her rule. The end of her. That same secret is how I've been protecting you from the Absolute. I can hear your thoughts. You think I'm lying. Vlaakith warned you that I would try to deceive you, but consider this. What reason have I to deceive you? I want the same thing as you. Freedom. I'm on your side. I have been since the very beginning. Seems I was right to put my faith in you after all. Thank you. Vlaakith will be furious, to make no mention of your Githyanki companion. The Lich Queen fears nothing more than the loss of her empire. The knowledge I have of her deception will bring that about. Godlike in power, yes, but with none of the sanctity. Vlaakith is lying to her people. She pretends to know how Gith destroyed the Mind Flayer Empire. In truth, she knows nothing. If the Illithid Empire were ever to return, she would be incapable of stopping them. And if her people found out about her impotence, there would be mutiny, revolution, the end of her rule. But that very power, the power to resist Illithid control, which Vlaakith only pretends to know, is how I've been protecting you. I suppose she hoped to extract it from my corpse. Since you spared me that fate, she will come for you. As do I. I have delayed long enough. The next attack is overdue, and I can't risk you being caught in the middle of it. I need you out there, searching for the Absolute. You were on the right path, to Moonrise Towers. Return to it. I hope you are ready to face Vlaakith's wrath. The entire Kresh stands ready to kill you in her name. Good luck.
Tell me everything. Maybe later.
Maybe another time, yeah?
The way is blocked.
I'm glad you came to your senses. Now leave, before the others come for us.
I think we've overstayed our welcome in this place. If we ever truly had one to begin with. We should leave.
Let's dash for the exit, lest we suffer the full extent of Vlaakith's fury.
We have a lot to think about. Let's do it far away from this place.
Looks untouched. Quite something to have escaped notice all this time.
The pride of the gate.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Lathander's light may be infinite, but his mercy is not. Return. Now.
Let's march!
Looking ahead.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
I needed.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Ornate mace. This mace must be the legend. Stand before this mace certainly has a very... You recall taking this mace would surely lead to... Everything is in motion. All within these walls are doomed to destruction unless you act.
Get me out of this thing before the whole building collapses!
Trapped within traps. There's got to be a way out.
One, two.
I could go for a good meal.
Feel like a rosé in a tea shop. Need to keep focused.
That crash would be a smoking ruin if it wasn't for us. Still, better move along. I don't want to test the limits of Githyanki gratitude.
See what you're hiding.
Too close for comfort. But thanks to some quick thinking, the Githyanki creche is still standing.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Ooh, thought this place was going to blow. We'll live to fight another day.
What's next, I wonder?
still breathing, despite everything.
Our greed nearly brought Kresh Yillik to ruin. Protocol 301. Every great tragedy stems from reckless roots. Words I shan't forget.
A 100,000 daggers pierce your brain as Lae'zel's anger rises.
Chick. Its lies ring so loudly, I hear them screeching from your head to mine. There is no secret. There is no plot. Tell me you don't trust it. Tell me you reject this abomination inside. Then perhaps you understand more than I thought. I will prove to the Undying Regent that my faith is steadier than even the throne of skulls that she sits upon. I will endure this test, and she will reward me. Then you will understand. You will see truth. I won't let my faith, my life, come to nothing.
Keep an eye on this one. Her allegiance to her people may be stronger than her allegiance to us.
Your skull buzzes as the events of Kresh Yillik flow from your mind into Lae'zel's.
No, it can't be. All I have given you, my might, my trust, and you left me here to idle, for you to deny my venerated queen. I have wielded Vlaakith's fury as a blade, roared her wrath as a dragon, and you have rendered it all for naught. Now I will be branded as Sharlak, traitor, because you failed Vlaakith. My own people will hunt me. Had I been there, the Queen would have known my faith. I would have seen her bidding done. It would have made every difference. Silence! I must think. I am Vlaakith's most... Skvar! The Sathisk. It might have killed you. I felt your torment. Someone must have tampered with it. An aberrance I can't begin to comprehend. There must be a Sharlak in this Kresh. A traitor. The sort that is hunted, slaughtered, and erased from our histories. Few would dare dishonor their queen. Fewer still would be so brazen. Vlaakith must have some purpose, some design I'm not meant to see. In my queen I trust. One day soon she will honor me for it. She must. Greeting. Kalir's clutch held 36 eggs, more or less. Though I've learned of Kreshes that harbored 100. Humanoid. How I despise the term. Githyanki are quite superior to humans. Our biology slates state that Githyanki came to lay eggs after we escaped Illithid enslavement and took to the astral plane. It's an asexual process, a favorable change by any estimation. Hideous to imagine a life where I couldn't partake in the pleasures of sex without the looming threat of bearing children. Shukiani. Githyanki chosen by Vlaakith herself to bear young. The Queen assigns when and where they must lay, and how many eggs they must bear. The Shukiani pass their eggs in the material plane. In the astral, time barely passes. It is a meticulous process, carefully timed so that the eggs hatch at once. Go on then. My own Savage would never have threatened a youngling. A waste of time and energy. The pupils themselves culled the weak from their ranks. I myself felled 4 of my own classmates once Kalir had 100 times circled Tyrell. Not every life is equal. My people have no use for cowards. Every trainee that I slayed was either too weak to withstand the lessons, or was cocky enough to pick a fight they could never win. Their lives were not precious. They were a blight that required expunging. The Githyanki are only as powerful as their weakest warrior. Jaquith de Venzir, the termination of the frail, strengthens us.
The disc appears in your mind's eye. Lae'zel sees it too, and considers the vision.
Tirsu markings. Ancient. I recognize them, but I can't make sense. No. Wait. The texts are enciphered, but there's a common speech translation beneath, carved in a different hand. It's a story about Orpheus.
Your head buzzes in concert with Lae'zel's, but it hardly matters. Even without the connection, you'd recognize her discomfort.
Githyanki writing. Every word a wheel, every letter a spoke. The most powerful texts are engraved in slate. Some so ancient, only the most erudite Gish can read them. A traitor. A dead one. This text is heresy. I can hardly bear to read it, let alone speak it. Very well. I will read it to you. The Prince of the Comet, Part 2. The Prince of the Comet, Orpheus himself, led his honor guard into battle. Their red dragons bellowed with righteous anger, and the heavens erupted. The glorious prince cried to all who could hear him, "Praise be to my mother Gith, the queen of the one sky, sacrificed to the hells by the renegade Vlaakith." But the true heir, the Prince of the Comet, could not overcome Vlaakith's knights and their ill-gotten worms. Mighty Voss, Gestil Kithrak, lit the astral sky aflame. When the ash had cleared, beloved Orpheus was gone. True heir, glorious prince, there's no greater crime than to exalt the pretender called Orpheus.
Mistra for that. Can't say I was enamored with the thought of spending my final moments buried under 1,000 tons of limestone. Oh, you know me, ever the optimist. I'm trying to focus on the positives. Truth is, I was living on borrowed time already. Consuming those items would only have kept the orb sated for so long. If anything, I feel more at peace than I have in months. At least now I know my death will have purpose. It won't be a distant bang in the footnotes of history. She expects those who seek to use the weave to do so honestly, and with respect for its potential to destroy, as well as its potential to save. I doubt she's asked many of her followers to blow themselves up. That's a fate she's bequeathed exclusively to me. She wouldn't ask such a thing if it weren't our only means of survival. However much she's annoyed at me. Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like to be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel. And with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral. The end of Karsus and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly. For a spell, Mistral was reborn as Mistra. Upon her return, the weave returned with her. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go.
May the darkness protect you.